Guys, so most of the time is going to be like it's I'm going to be filming on my I almost did on my car, but I'm going to be filming in the car because that's like where I have more privacy at the house. Cool busy, the children, my nephew and my little sister are so annoying, and I the only time I get to be alone is when I'm in the car. Because when I'm in the house, my nephew doesn't want to let go of me, guys. I have a baby, a little boy, my nephew. He's one now. I bought him a dog on his birthday. A little puppy. A Jack Russell, by the way. Okay, so I thought I should put on lipstick because, you know, because we can. Okay. So let's talk about my academic journey first. Let's start with that. Before I talk about my academic journey, most of y'all out there must be wondering what age I am. I'm currently 22 years old. I'm turning 23 this December and I'm so excited. Cause this time around I want to celebrate my birthday differently, but yeah, that's a story for another day. Let's talk about what I am here for. So, my academic journey, I didn't go to crash or preschool. I only went to standard one at Patimo Primary School in Francistown in Block 3. Yeah, I did my standard one there up until my standard 7. I've never been a transfer student. So I went to Patimo Primary from beginning to end of my primary school life. And Patimo Primary was okay. I got bullied though in second grade. There was this guy who so I got bullied on second grade. That's where like at standard one I got A's. Standard two I got bullied so niggas have a school because niggas have that boy. So I got a C, and Harako standard 3, the boy was correct had to repeat standard 2. That's when I was like, "Whew, thank you, Lord." So I went to standard 3, standard 4, 5, 6, 7. I was just, a good student. It was actually easy for me to get straight A's at primary school. So standard 7, I got an A. And then I went to junior school, go Muntamaisa Junior in Block 4. Block 4, Francistown. Montamaisa Junior School was like the best time of my school life. Because okay, first of all, the reason why it was fun at school because I had friends that I loved, friends that we had so much fun together. You remember I told you guys about my squad? I had 3 friends at school, so those were my friends, and boy, it was fun. It was fun, and we helped each other for schoolwork. Yeah. So junior school, everything was fine. I loved all my subjects. I did Setswana and it was fine. Can't tell Setswana, but junior school Setswana was just fine. All the subjects were just fine. So I got a B at Form 3. So that B was composed of all B's. I didn't have no C. I didn't have no D, no anything. It was all B's. Yeah. And then I went to senior school at Francistown Senior. Obviously, that's in Francistown. Most of you all know it as FSS. So I went to FSS to do my Form 4 and my Form 5. That was also fun because, the people I was hanging out with were fun. And I'm glad that I had this friend. I'm going to mention her on my video. I had this friend, we went to the same class, and she was so encouraging pushing. She pushed me to work harder. I was so inspired by how hard she worked. So that kind of pushed me to work hard because boy, I didn't want to fail from 5, you know, because everybody was like, oh, Fence is so gonna pass, we're so waiting for her results. So I didn't have to disappoint. I didn't want to disappoint, you know. So from 5, this girl, I'm gonna say her name, Thelma Amos. I'm gonna link her Facebook and Instagram. Follow her. I love her so much. Shout out to you, Thelma. Yeah, Thelma Amos was such a good friend. She encouraged me to read, you know. She was just so motivating. I liked how she did her things. So it encouraged me to read hard. So tota go bala. Go simologile hela ko senioring. Primary school, junior school, I didn't know nothing about reading. All I did was listen in class and make sure I understand. If I don't understand, I asked the teacher, and that was it. I got things forever. I didn't forget easily. And then we went to senior school. Senior school, I had to study because I thought I was good in maths, guys. So this happened. We wrote our first paper 3 maths paper. So I know I'm good. Like, oh yeah, I got this. So I got a G in that paper. I was so shocked, guys. G. So I went to the teachers like, no, this can't be my grade. This cannot be my grade. Something must have gone wrong with you marking this paper. I didn't go to G. He's like, that's a great girl. You better see what to do about those grades. It's like, but explain to me what went wrong. She was like, go find out for yourself. So my math teacher, I love him so much because he encouraged me to do things on my own and actually get them done and actually understand, you know. Because most of the time you look for help and then you're like, oh no, teacher, you have to help me. You don't try things on your own. So that math teacher, he wouldn't help you. You bring a question to him, he's like, oh, that question is so easy. Go sit down and do it until you come here and you get it. We'll go there every day. Like, we did this paper, we asked people around. She was like, go ask people, make sure you get help, make sure you do that question, you won't get it right. And I told myself like, they don't know me, they don't know I'm smart, I'm so gonna kill this math. So I gave myself time. At that time I was so motivated. So I sat down, I did my maths up until I got it. Up until I got it. And then I went to that math teacher, like, here's the paper. It's like, you see what was so hard? You have the notes, you have the exercises, you have the knowledge. Use your brain, girl. So a child started using her brain. Child started asking questions. Child started bothering people. You know, bothering people, bothering teachers other than him. Sometimes when I feel frustrated that I need help right away, I'd bother other teachers other than him. Not that I was so motivated towards school. There was a subject that I didn't like. That was Setswana. I hated Setswana because the teacher was so horrible. He was so discriminating. Nage mukalaka. Hagi Setswana sind. Cause Rubas kalaka kolaping. So when you read Setswana aloud in class and then you don't pronounce things properly the way they're supposed to, it's like he didn't encourage you to do better. He made you feel like you're dumb. So I hated Setswana. But then we went to our exams, and that time, Negebala, 3 a.m. I wake up, I read, go to school, come back, read at 9 up until 12, pray, sleep, wake up at 3 a.m., pray, go to school. That was my routine because we were praying the 3 a.m. and 12 a.m. prayer with my mom and my sister. Yeah. So I wrote my exams. Thought that I wanted to go do medicine. I wanted to get the maximum point you can imagine. So I wanted to go study medicine, and then my results came out, of which I'm not gonna tell y'all. No, y'all just have to know that I passed. I passed my sciences. I passed my math. That's all important to me because I loved science and math. And then yeah, and then I went to tertiary. I applied for 2 schools. Nam girl, God, I didn't even want to think of all these other schools. I applied for UB and Boost, and then I got accepted at Boost. I went to Boost. Boost was so hard. First year was so hard, guys. I went to Boost. Boost was so hard, but here I am surviving. And I'm so gonna graduate. I'm so gonna make it. I'm in my 4th year now. Right now we're on attachment. So as we speak right now, I am on attachment at BTC, and I love it there, guys. I can't wait to start working. I love working at BTC. I've learned a lot so far, and I'm so interested in this whole technology thing. I want to learn more about technology and stuff, you know? So let's go to work experiences. So, you're going honest, guys. It like it's with Form 5. This is what happened. So this girl, it like it's with Form 5. This girl was just at home. I applied for jobs. Guys, you remember I told you I was so tiny? So I was applying for jobs, Scotty Shop on Game, Mr. Price, Pick and Pay, Choppies. I did everywhere. Peppo, kore gotlhe. Ke dropa the application in Nangwayana, and they're looking at me like this little girl. Probably they threw away my applications. And then I applied for this other job at Camtech to be an office assistant. I actually applied for 3 posts: to be an office assistant, to be a production manager, and I don't know the other one. Laborer, something like that. I applied and I got called for the interview, guys. So I missed their call because my phone in my brother. So I missed their call. I come back, I find number I Camtech has just called me. So the next morning, I called them in the morning. I missed the call. I don't know if you guys want me to come for interview or what. The lady was just so rude. I just didn't understand what she was talking about. So I don't know if she understood me or what. And then I decided, girl, you go Camtech. I went to Camtech at 11 a.m. I don't know if it was 11 or 10. 11 a.m. When I got there, the security people, I tell them, I'm offended, I missed a call, I want to talk to the manager, I don't know if I'm called for an interview, can you please let me in? They were like, oh my god, you're offended. And they were looking at my CV like, oh my god, girl, you could have gotten the job, but you missed the interviews. I was like, oh no, I missed the interviews. No. I went and I spoke to the manager. He was Indian. I explained to him my situation. I was like, can I please do the interview alone? I need this job. He's like, no, we're fine. We already found our candidate. So next time. I was like, but please look at my CV. Look at it. At least look at it and think about it. He's like, no, we're fine. We found people already, so you can go. And you're late. You should learn to answer your phone. It's like, okay, bye. So I went home. I was so miserable, guys. I was so miserable. And then I went home. My mom was like, okay, go work at the tuck shop because you need to make money. So we have a tuck shop. So I went there. She bought stock. Yeah, she bought stock, and then I started working at the tuck shop. So what happened? I go the tuck shop. I would wake up at 4, knead the bread, go to tuck shop at bake the bread, go to tuck shop at 6. So while I was working at the tuck shop, at the end I would separate money. Kore o kile wa bona motho a sa itse di-account tse di serious, tse di professional. So I'd separate money every day. Kore, okay, 35% of our making goes for my salary because my mom didn't want anything. Kore she was okay with me having my profits, you know. So 35% goes towards my salary, and then 65% goes towards buying stock.